Hey, we're here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're here. We're here, boss. Sorry, yeah.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Illuminated Page here on Quiett Gentleman Entertainment. I'm Matt. I'll be your keeper this evening. Before we get into introductions, let's talk about what we're doing. We're going to be playing Call of Cthulhu 7th Edition. We will be playing through an adventure called Masks of Nyarlathotep. I should know that. So I've got people here to do that with. This is our 5th full stream. So if you've missed the first 4, you can definitely go back and look at those on Twitch. We also have them on YouTube. We don't have a specific YouTube channel link yet, but information is here on the page, isn't it, Roxy? Or have we done that yet?
The information is not yet on the page. It will be sorry,
by tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, but you can still find us on YouTube there.
Whoa, David.
That was exciting. So as a warning, the game itself is set in the 1920s and 30s, or 1920s. Hopefully not. If it takes till the 1930s, we're really screwed, guys. I just want to let you know. I will be using terms and sayings from the time. I did say terms and sayings.
Yes.
From the time that could be considered offensive, there is some sexism that goes into the concepts of some of the plays. It's about realistic history and not necessarily anything else. So keep that in mind. Sorry. So let's go ahead and get into it. I am Matt. I have other podcasts. You can find those over at nerdsdom.com. That's NERDS. NERDS. Yeah. NERDSDOM.com. Mostly we play Call of Cthulhu over there because I'm a one-trick pony. Not really. I have other tricks, but that's what I like to do. And you can find me at Quiett. That's QUIETT on Twitter. I've got with us tonight. I've got Shawn Parks. Shawn,
hello.
Tell us about what you're doing over there.
I'm Shawn Parks. I play the character Aaron Lockhart, and you can catch me on Twitter at Bink26, where I do a lot of mini painting and post that stuff up there. And you can also catch me on Instagram at Bink_26, where you'll see a lot of our podcasting stuff. And you can also catch me on Seriously Let's Play.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Roxy, what about you?
My name is Roxanne Thompson, and I'm playing Ms. Jewell Rumtree, the museum curator from Savannah, Georgia. And you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, probably all of them at Rooworks, ROOWERKS. You can also hear my dulcet tones on many a podcast from Passion Early Podcasts at passionearly.com.
Fantastic. David, how about you?
I am David McFarland, and you can find me on Twitter at David McFarland, or David M. McFarland. It's right there under my character name on the window. And on Twitch, I am _Farlane. That is PHARLAIN. It's also in the chat if you want help spelling that. You can also hear me on Seriously Let's Play on the Wooden Dojo, and a couple other projects that are being worked on that'll be coming soon.
Excellent. And you are playing Professor Dalphus Hardgrove.
Oh yes, for tonight, yes.
We'll
see how long the sanity lasts.
I like that you put the cap on that, so it's just tonight. After tonight, it's too late.
Yo.
Well, in this game, you never know. In Call of Cthulhu, we could die tonight or go crazy, and we'll have to roll new characters. You never know.
Sneeze, break a rib, die. That's good. John, how about you?
Hi, so I'm John Thompson, and I play Bobby Blackwood, the debutante of the group. And
I believe it's dilettante.
Debutante, no.
No, he's a debutante.
I've been keeping that under the table.
If you want to be a deb,
yeah,
you go for it.
But so I'm also with Passion Early Podcasts, and recently we just did a kickoff for our Seriously Let's Play Season 2, where we do all cyberpunk games. So go check those out. And if you're trying to track me down on social media, I am pretty much Passion Nerdly anywhere you look.
Fantastic. All right, so when we left you guys last, you had finished up your meeting at the Penhue Foundation with Mr. Gavigan, with Edwin Gavigan.
We had. What? Is it Edwin or Edward?
I'm actually looking because I don't remember.
I believe it's Edward, but But yeah.
Yes, it is Edward.
But yes, we had finished that. Had we already left and gotten upset at each other, or does that need to happen this episode?
No, that happens today.
Okay. Yeah.
That
Clearly,
happens
Aaron
every
has
day.
some things to say. No, you guys have finished up your meeting and probably have just stepped out of the building.
Oh. Sorry, I just saw something in the chat that made me have a giggle. So
Yeah,
Boom
boom,
Boom
boom, Blackwood,
is
everyone's favorite debutante.
debutante.
Well, that is Katie, and Katie is fantastic.
Yes,
So,
well.
thank you, Katie. That
yes,
is true.
thank you. That is true. He is everyone's favorite debutante. What were you thinking, Mr. Lockhart? Are we outside on the street?
We're outside on the street.
Get in a cab. Find a cab.
We drove.
Get me in a car so I can chew you out.
No.
Find me a vehicle.
Well, yeah. Let's get in the vehicle because we need to start driving.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, somewhere.
oh, that's right. I'm the one driving. So get in the car, start it up.
How are you doing on English roads?
Oh, it's fine. I drove over here all through the war.
Okay. Oh, you don't drive back home. That's right. You use
Don't
public
need to.
transit.
It's New York. I got cabs and taxis
So-
and
so
subways
And
Let's-
Bobby's.
and Bobby.
That's true. You have Bobby's car. What was that? That was not good.
No, because when I mentioned the cults in New York, he flinched. No. I think
I'm sure he did.
no.
I'm
I
sure
think
he
he.
did.
I think he was the one 100% responsible for the attacks on us in New York. I don't think there was a dirty cop or anything like that. I think he was the one because he was the only one.
And you feel good about what transpired because that's what you figured out.
No, I don't feel good about it.
Okay.
But
Because I don't feel good
I
about
was
it.
going to ask because when you gave him the other hotel, I was like, what? Something else is going on here.
yeah, that way we've got some time to make some plans, and he's not going to hit us right away.
Oh, great.
I'm just concerned that you walked into a meeting with a man who I told you previously had just come into ownership of all of Pinhue's money and told him, "Oh, you know, even though we have not heard word one that Aubrey Pinhue has been spotted anywhere. We saw they said Jack Brass had been spotted somewhere. And now we're just like, hey, I know you got all this money and you're living in the lap over here, but Pinhue might be alive.
He might.
He
He
might,
might.
but we don't
Look,
tell him that if
I
we
had
want him
the
to work
same-
with us.
I had the same concern with, well,
Me?
no.
Oh.
Back in New York, now benefactress.
Oh, Erica Carlisle.
I mean,
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, she's known as the brains of the family, but she has their entire fortune for the same reason, so I can understand.
Yeah, I agree.
But while y'all are going to have this nice little discussion, pardon me, and I'm turning around and watching out the back window to see if anyone's following us.
Thank
Oh,
you,
that's
Bo.
fantastic. Boom, boom. Roll me a spot hidden.
While you having this discussion, pardon me.
That is a hard success.
Nice.
Fantastic. So there are definitely cars. There's a lot of cars. It's London, and it's you're like at the end of the workday, so there's a lot of cars that are kind of flooding on a lot of people. However, as you're driving along, it's becoming clear after a couple of turns. And Aaron, you're making a couple of wrong turns. It's not a big deal. You're just not used to the streets. It is downtown London, and it's a lot of people. So you made a couple of wrong turns, but there's a car that is clearly following you while all this is happening.
Yeah, we got a tail.
How far back?
Back far enough that they're being successful at what should be good espionage.
Nice.
They're not bad.
Nice. Well,
I've dealt with better photographers, that follow families in New York.
you think
but-
they're photographers?
Oh no, I
Bobby?
don't think they're photographers at all. But I hate to say it, that if you're talking about people who are used to following people everywhere, this is the season. But anyway, I think we need to get away from whatever that is
I agree.
somehow, one way or another.
Dalphus, did you notice anything odd in that place that we were in? Or obviously Mr. Lockhart noticed Mr. Gavigan flinch when we mentioned the death cult and thinks that he is our leak, as it were, which is not a leak, I suppose. But Did you notice anything while you were in there? I know I was uncomfortable, but I was uncomfortable because a lot of people had a lot of loose lips. You know what they say about loose lips. Glad we're not on the boat anymore.
They can
Mr.
also shake the truth out of the tree.
Can they?
They can.
I've not heard that saying.
Well, we know he's not on our side anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he is a cultist, if not like a leader of the cultists.
Yeah. So.
Oh well, then we just found out everything we need to know.
Well, how did you come to that conclusion, Dalphus?
I happened to catch sight of one of the little leather strap charms that they wear around their necks.
That pretty much would make me believe the same thing.
Well, praise God nobody brought out one of them bloody tongue clubs while we were in there. Okay. I'm just saying, we got somebody following us, and I understand that we gave them bad information, but we better head to that bad information.
Oh, yeah.
There's the other option to try and lose them.
I'm going to try and lose them.
Okay. So what I'm going to need from you is a drive roll.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I find my percentile dice, I will tell you how badly you have to succeed, if at all. Well, crud. I was totally prepared for this. There we go. So I need a drive roll. It's going to be opposed by the other people, by the people tracking you.
Yeah, I failed it completely.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Let's see if I fail too.
You know, you could have.
Where am I sitting in the car?
That's a good question. Bobby is in the back. Is Miss Rumtree in the back or in the front?
Considering she wanted to scold me, I would say she's in the front.
I'm probably in the front, given Mr. Lockhart.
So you're also in the back then.
Okay. Bobby, which car is it?
Don't want to exactly point it out, but it's the...
good Christ, gentlemen. Dalphus, you aren't going to shoot out of the back of this car, too, are you?
I'm in the middle of London.
But I'd like to keep an eye on it if I could.
Okay, that's fine. Miss Rumtree looks like a petulant child in the front seat going, oh my God, I'm stuck in this car with these people. My bags are in the back.
I do like your idea, going to the hotel and having them following us
there.
Yeah,
we better, because otherwise if we can't lose them, they following us to the other one, and I do not want them knowing that.
Well, no, I'm thinking that we split up. Drop a couple off at the hotel.
Split.
And then I can drive off with another person, and we can see if we can draw them away. So give the other two a chance to sneak off to the other hotel. Maybe give me a chance to lose them in traffic.
I don't know that I would agree with that plan as of right now. We know that someone's following us. We don't know what their intentions are right now. The last time we split up, Bobby ran into a few ruffians, and had not been for his excellent shooter skills with his shotgun, he might have been in some real trouble.
I'm of the opinion that we should head to the hotel and act as though we know nothing and are a bunch of American idiots, and we're going to grab our bags out of the back of this car, and we're going to go up to that room that he's got, and we will wait, because my guns are in the back.
So you want to ambush him?
Yeah, I would like to flip their ambush on the top, on its head.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you do not lose the trail. Is that what you guys are doing?
Yeah, we're gonna head back to the false hotel.
Hotel under my name.
Yeah.
Hotel number 2, as it were.
Okay, so you guys get back to the hotel. You go on up to the room. Kind of set up so you're waiting for people to come in through the door to shoot them through the door to your room.
I just want to see if he took out. Did he just take out one room, or did he take out like a block of rooms so it looks like the 4 of us are all staying here?
He took out a block of rooms, probably a suite with multiple bedrooms off of it.
Okay, so they've got like the little adjoining doors.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I want it to just kind of look like we decide to, we got good information today. Let's all hunky-dory and go home and rest a minute while we plan our next thing, and split off into each of our separate rooms just in case. I mean, when we pull up, does anybody have eyes on the vehicle and see if they stop also? Or are they too far away?
Anybody that wants to can give me a spot hidden.
Yep.
And that is just another hard success.
Just another hard success.
Well, I was
coming
hoping
from
that it would got lower.
Boom Boom Blackwood.
That is one of my highest skills, and I just failed it again.
Again.
Yeah, I rolled an 80.
Okay, let's swap out your
Yeah.
percentile or something.
Let's try these.
I got an extreme success.
Oh, crap.
So as you pull up,
I was about to say
and
good for you, and then I realized.
give the keys over to the valet, I guess. Is that what you'd be doing there, Aaron?
Yes.
Once you pull up and give your keys over to the valet, you don't see the car at all.
I don't either.
Nobody does.
No,
No,
he
they
got
got an it was an opposed roll. I got an extreme success.
Ooh.
So
They
that's
sneaked.
better than yeah. They snuck well.
That's the name of my next character, Janice Snuckwell.
Sneakwell?
Janice snuck well.
It's better than Snackwells.
So you guys are all four of you heading up to the room?
I think that
I am at least, and I'm sure that I've asked Mr. Blackwood, would you mind helping me with my bag? I feel like
Not
I've
at all.
tweaked something in my arm, and I need someone to carry that bag. I know you're already carrying that pool cue around, but if you could grab something else.
not a problem.
So-
Looks like they took off. They're probably gonna go get some people and come back.
So a hotel at this time, would there just be like
Did you
a
say that
house
out loud?
phone, or would there be phones in the room?
You guys said you were staying in a modern hotel?
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
in the upper crust one. Yeah.
There would probably be one phone in your suite,
Okay.
like in the like sitting room.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so the four of you go on up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what from there?
Somebody watch the doors a moment. I'm gonna go see where the fire, escape is on this room,
Good.
Yeah, it'd be nice to map out escape routes.
and know where else they could come from, considering what happened to our good friend.
No, definitely. Because, yeah, his door was locked, so I doubt he let them in.
I certainly hope not. Otherwise, we have been invited on quite the adventure.
So Bobby, there is in fact a fire escape.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are up on probably, let's say, the 10th floor. You're up quite a bit. It goes down until about the second floor, like you would expect, and then it has one of the ladders that slides down when there's weight on it. So it's not a permanently down situation. You don't see anybody on the fire escape coming up. You
Okay.
do not.
All right.
And so the main door into the suite would be in the sitting room, correct?
Yeah, that's the only door into the suite. All the other doors all the other rooms only connect with the sitting room.
Okay, I'm going to be in the sitting
And there is a small kitchen as well.
I'm going to be in the sitting room with my eye on the door, but I'm also want to make a phone call.
Sure.
I'm going to on the window for the fire escape.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stick 2 pieces of silverware under the bottom of the window and balance a glass on top of those pieces of silverware so that if somebody opens the window, the glass falls, we hear it.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. You can do that.
And it's also one of those things that they can't exactly stop from happening.
Right.
I don't know unless they have some dark magic or something.
Oh, yeah.
Something else like that.
Levitate glass.
That's a
That's the spell.
You
Wingardium
could also just have
Leviosa.
someone keeping an eye out the window as well for someone to come up to this.
I like to clean my guns in the sunshine. I'll just sit in the
Well,
window seat and.
You're in London, so
There's no sunshine.
So,
In January
I
in
can.
London?
I have a
In the
fabulous.
fog shine.
I have a fabulous imagination and a colorful childhood and many memories to draw upon.
And teetering on the side of insanity.
No, not anymore. I feel better.
I got better.
Matt, since this is a suite room, I imagine there's some heavy furniture in here as well, like a table or.
What's
Yeah.
this?
You got a dining room table, some nicer chairs, a couch, a sofa, another stuffed chair. There's a radio, like an older, heavy radio, like one of the big floor models. But beyond that, not much.
So this table, does it look like a big, heavy hardwood table?
It feels like it, yeah.
Would it be able to turn it over and position it in such a way that we could either jump behind it to protect ourselves from the door or from the window?
You could position it in such a way that the counter in the kitchen and the table would protect you from both.
Okay.
I'm going to run back downstairs really quick.
Do you want me to come with you,
Excellent.
Bobby?
Oh, no, Aaron, you're making a call.
Oh, that's right. I'm
No,
making
go
a
ahead.
phone call.
I'm kidding. No, you can go down with him if you want.
Because, well, let me tell the group. So what I want to do, guys, is since the cultists, as Miss Rumtree has been so graciously to point out, the cultists are aware of us. I want to call Mickey and lay down a false trail. I want to say a group of foreigners have found the trail of a death cult and found a lead, and they're heading to Australia to follow up on more death cult rumors there based on some of the literature that we found.
Do we want to be that specific?
Well, I'm just letting you guys know. It's going to be when I tell it to
Sure.
Mickey, it's going to be a little
But
more
we may
loose.
eventually end up there.
We've got
But
no
it might
reason to
be
go to Australia unless we're going to run and hide.
I mean, that is where Dr. Cowles is.
True.
And it may be good to talk to him about something. He won't talk over the telegram.
Well, he's death cults of Polynesia. I mean, I don't think he has everything we have points to Africa, Egypt, all that.
That's not untrue. I don't know. I like getting information from anybody we can.
Well, if we don't want to send him there, we can lay the false trail. I mean, we can say Italy. I don't think we are heading to Italy anytime soon.
No, but it is.
I would like to point out real quick, Aaron, that not all of your things point to Africa or Egypt. You have things that point to China as well.
You
have a picture
That's
of
right,
a
we
That's
have
boat.
to go to
I forgot all
Shanghai.
about China.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very specifically Chinese.
Right.
So that's something to keep in mind.
Right.
I mean, even because unless we decide to head to Australia next, because I foresee that we're going to be doing some traveling. Can you not send him to maybe what is a treacherous place that nobody likes to go?
South Carolina.
America,
In 1920, everybody wants to be here.
Texas.
That's true. They don't even have lights in Texas yet.
Nope, they sure
they
don't.
don't have indoor electricity.
I would suggest still Africa, but just the wrong country in Africa.
Like send them to the south coast instead of
Like
where we're heading.
Mozambique or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I mean, Africa is a very large continent.
I mean, and there's no women, guys. I mean, we've got no faith that they'll follow it, but I figured the more false trails we can lay down, the better.
No, that's not. And I
Can
mean,
we ring the? We've been up here a while. Is there a way we can ring the front desk?
Yeah, we can call down to the front desk.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get up and let you have access to the phone since the room's under your name.
Mm-hmm. So I'm ringing the front desk.
Front desk.
This is Bobby Blackwood in room yada yada. Who am I speaking with?
Alfred.
Alfred. Listen, Alfred, I need a favor.
Yes, sir.
I need to be told if we got anybody that comes in the hotel looking for us.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I can definitely pass that information along. Did you want to? Did the two men come up already, or are they?
No, I appreciate
Not
that.
made it up there.
Do you know who they were? What did they look like?
Two gentlemen in business suits came in and asked if Mr. Blackwood was staying here.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Did they look official? Like official? Did they show any identification? Let's put it that way.
They didn't have any police identification, but they seem to be here for a meeting with you, is what they made it sound like.
Yeah.
Did you need a meeting room? I'm sure we could arrange something.
Absolutely. You got one in specific?
Yeah, there's one on the 5th floor that we could get you set up in.
Sounds perfect. Thank you very much. I hang up the phone, and we got two guys coming up. Nothing personal, but when you got power and money, you don't always do your dirty work yourself. Don't be surprised if these guys are cops. And I don't mean that they're here to kill us. They might just be here to see if they got call that we had guns on us or something. I don't know.
So you want to let them in?
I'll be prepared.
All right. Well,
I'll let them in.
I
Just Miss Rumtree, you got a nice large something in the
Excuse
package
me?
there.
Wow, Miss Blackwood, Miss Carlisle's fascination with you is so. I can see why she loves you.
I think he was referring to your guns, Miss Rumtree.
I know
Yes.
exactly what he was referring to, but that's not a way to ever talk to a woman. But I'm holding a 12 gauge shotgun or a 10 gauge shotgun that looks very nice, but older.
Nickel plated.
So
So they
saying
plating
this
things in nickel then?
why don't we, Miss Rumtree, if you're so inclined, why don't you go into your room when these gentlemen come in? Because if they start a ruckus,
Sure.
you'll be prepared. You won't have to hide your weapons.
Do you want me to be seen before I depart to my room, or would you like me to go now?
I think
I'm
surprise
inclined-
would be the better.
Okay, then I head to my room with
Well, it's just off of this. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
because it's
You
got
go
like
into
an
your room?
adjoining door or something, right? So I just
Right.
I don't shut the door. I just step into my room and me and the gun will rest on the edge of the bed.
Me and the gun.
Me and the gun.
I'm going to position myself to where I can still see the fire escape window and the room that everybody's going to be in.
Sure.
Uh,
Okay. How long do you guys wait?
I would say in this situation, I would probably wait about 20 or 30 minutes before I got really antsy.
I mean, 10 floors is quite a few to climb up if they're coming up to the window.
Yeah. But I have expectations. It's going to be one or the other.
And there's no didn't the desk man tell you that? Did he see them come towards the room, or did they just leave and he just
They
assumed?
said they had come here for a meeting with me.
So they might have just been checking if we were here, and they could be going to get reinforcements.
Amongst other things. But,
I'm thinking, as dangerous as it might be, we may want to leave and
Okay.
abandon.
well, let's see what happens.
All right, I can wait for a little bit
How
longer.
much longer do you want to wait?
15 minutes total. If nobody comes.
So another 15 minutes.
Not 15 total.
Oh, 15 total. Okay.
After 15 minutes, there's nothing.
I go over to the fire extinguisher and look down.
The fire escape?
A fire extinguisher. Okay, yes, the fire escape.
Takes off the wall and looks down at it. No, there's. Give me a
Marvelous.
This thing
spot.
hasn't been checked in years.
It still has the manufacturer's tag on it. Sorry. But what was that?
Roll a spot hidden.
Yay. That, sir, is an extreme success.
Nice. So you look down the fire escape. You don't see anyone on the fire escape. You don't see any cars like idling in the alleyway. Nothing that seems out of place. You are almost positive that there's nobody coming up this thing.
Let's go.
Out the front, or are we going down the fire escape?
We're going down the fire escape.
All right.
I know that nobody's there.
All right.
Can I make a phone call?
By all means.
Or does this phone only go to the front
From
desk?
the lobby,
No, you can call out. Yeah, that's
please.
fine.
Okay, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go downstairs.
Yeah, can we use this?
I'm going to go down to the lobby through the door. I'm not
Let's
climbing on
all
that
go.
thing. You guys can climb down. They'll just think that you're upstairs. I'm just gonna go and walk down to the lobby and place a phone call.
I will escort Miss Rumtree.
I don't believe anybody's gonna open fire on me in the hallway of this modern hotel.
I'll go get a car.
We have a car.
I will go get it.
Or do we want to just take a taxi right now or some other transportation because they know what car
Dysfunctional
we're
family.
driving?
Huh?
I will I will.
Dalphus, I don't need your patronizing tone right now.
I got nothing.
I'm gonna go make a phone call. It's fine.
Well, maybe I don't want to go down the fire escape. And I'm just being a gentleman to escort you downstairs as
You
well.
were fine with going. That's
Let's
fine. You can
just
come with
go
me.
because every second is a waste.
I agree.
Okay. Well, I'm off. I put my gun away.
I take your case.
I put a small revolver in a hip holster that is under my skirt.
Okay.
So I'm wearing a skirt.
I'll carry our bags.
No, it's up here.
Oh.
I'm not wearing a dress.
Yeah.
Right. But you said under your skirt.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's under the band of my skirt.
I got you. Okay, I'm with you.
I'm still going out the fire escape with your bag in mind, though.
Okay, that's
That's fine.
Everybody on the bottom 9 floors is watching this guy lug this huge bags.
Hey, Bobby, since you're taking her bags, you want me to take your pool cue?
No, that's
Bag
the
with
bags
me?
I'm taking. It's
Okay.
my pool cue and her.
So anyway, I head down to the lobby. I don't know anything about the meeting room on floor 5, so I'm not going to stop there. But I'm going to go down to the lobby and ask if I can place a phone call. Is there a public phone, or is it only the one at the desk?
There are multiples at the desk, but you'll have to ask for it. They'll hand it up to you.
Excuse me. May I use your phone? Is there a fee?
No, of course not. He pulls the phone up and sets it on the counter, and then walks away far enough that it's clear he's not listening.
Oh, wonderful. I call the other hotel.
Okay.
And
Other hotel. How can I help you?
hello, this is a Ms. Jewell Rumtree. I believe I am a customer of yours, and I was just wondering if I'd had any mail or if anybody'd come to call.
Give me just a second, Ms. Rumtree. You hear him set the phone down. It's a minute or so, and he comes back and he says, I don't have any messages that anyone stopped by or that anyone had called, and I don't have any mail. If there might have been something like last night, it might have been dropped off at your room already, but I would expect you've already gotten that.
That's fantastic. I also wanted to know, has housekeeping already gotten to my room today? Because
yes. They were there. They were up there this morning.
Okay, fantastic. I really appreciate you, and I'll be sure to. What was your name again, sir?
Alfred.
Must be a family profession.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be sure to leave you a little extra something when I check out.
Oh, there's no need for that, ma'am. This isn't.
Oh, I do
Tip
insist.
happy
I'm
America.
American. I will talk to you another time. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So after you hang up, I'm like, so is everything cool? Or
Yep.
not? That's the wrong word. Everything good at the
Is
other
everything,
hotel?
is everything cool? It is kind of
Is
chilly
it the
in here. It is
bee's knees?
January.
It's a little chilly in England right now.
Is everything the bee's knees at the hotel?
Yeah, you know what? Everything is wonderful. Well, you don't know that I called the hotel.
Well, I was standing next to you. I heard you.
I just said, hey, I'm a customer of yours. I didn't say who I called.
Then you asked if housekeeping had been to your room yet.
Oh, that's true. Okay, that's fine then.
I am an investigator.
Aaron is one of them private
He
investigators.
is. He knows things. He knows things.
The power of deduction.
That's right.
When it rolls right, it works.
But yeah, everything's fine.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
That should help. That should calm Bobby down. I'm gonna go outside and check, see if he's.
See if he's made it down
Made it
even
down
3
yet.
floors yet.
So I'm gonna go out the front doors.
Professor, you went with Bobby,
Yes.
and you're taking your car. Is that correct, Bobby? Or the car that you guys have rented?
Procured.
I will probably, after what he said, I'm grabbing a taxi and having them pull up out front.
Okay.
And so I'll pick them up from the lobby in a taxi.
So I'm going to go out the front doors and see and just give a casual glance around to see if I can see anything.
Give me a spot hidden.
That is a normal success.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
There's still a lot of hustle and bustle. It is lessened from the last time you were out, but there's still a lot of hustle and bustle of people going home and leaving work. Plus, you're not in a dead area. You're at one of the
Right.
moderate hotels in London. There's a lot of people moving around here still. You're in a busy kind of business district.
And these cultists here seem a little more subtle.
Yeah. Yes. or at least to know what subtle is. So yeah, Bobby's out there with the taxi. He and Mr. Hardgrove are already ready to go. Are you and Mr. Rumtree getting in?
Yep.
Yep.
I am.
Yep.
And where are we headed?
And we don't see anybody watching us from out here.
No, you do not.
I'll give you two choices.
Yeah, we could go back to the hotel. The other hotel. The good hotel.
Or we could go to the train station.
Go to the train station. We could, if we go to the train station, we could go to,
We got time.
we could go talk to Mr. Miles Shipley. He was the guy that Mickey had the article on that was painting the otherworldly pictures.
And that was in... Well, he was here in London, was he not?
I'm looking at that one. I don't remember exactly where he's at.
Miles, I thought, was at least... But maybe not. But I know the other killings were in Lesser Adale.
Yep.
But
yeah, that one's out quite a bit. Shipley is in Soho.
Okay, yeah. Why don't we just take a train from where? I mean, I don't know. I don't know exactly where in London we are.
We could take the cab from here to Soho.
Yeah, we can do that.
And then we can keep our eyes out for anybody that's following us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anything's going to come out of talking to Mr. Miles, but I am kind of curious.
Just to talk to him a little bit?
Just to talk to him because, we have a book that's made out of sandworm skin, and this guy is painting pictures of otherworldly. I'm just kind of curious if there's a connection.
What was the name of the creature? I know they were sandworms, essentially, but do we remember the name of the creature? Is it Chthonians?
Chthonians.
Okay. I just want to be, if he knows of otherworldly things, I want to test his knowledge a bit. But yeah, I would be saying this while we were in the cab.
Yeah, well, and I'm going to hand the address to the cabbie.
Now that you're already in the cab and heading to that address, where is your actual stuff?
It would be in the other hotel, the good hotel.
Yeah, I only had one bag with me.
Okay,
with
so
my
none of
shotgun
your
in it.
stuff is actually in that room.
No.
Okay.
Oh, we probably should have planned better.
You travel to Soho, to the Shipley home. It is a two-story brick building in need of repair. Every window is I'm sorry, let's back up. Every window is curtained. Do you want to? You're gonna knock on the door?
Yes. I'll do it. I'll knock on the door.
Okay. As you knock, or after you knock on the door, an older woman carrying a knitting basket opens the door. Yes.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Aaron Lockhart.
Oh, an American.
Oh, yes. New York, actually.
I'm sure she can tell, Aaron.
I just recently read an article about Mr. Miles Shipley.
Yes, my son.
Your son. Oh, wonderful. And I'm actually quite intrigued on the artwork that he is producing. I was wondering if I could talk to him, my associates and I.
Oh, would you like to come in and maybe peruse and buy something?
If it's not too much trouble.
Okay. Yeah, come on in. Come on in. She opens the door a little bit wider. It is a nicely appointed house. What you would expect from like middle class, maybe lower middle class. Some of the stuff needs replaced or repaired or is a little bit older, but not in bad condition. You are led into the garret. I'm not quite sure what a garret is, but that's where you're led.
I don't know what that is either.
Miles joins you on the way. Bertha, the woman, it's a little old lady, gray hair. Looks like your grandma. Couldn't hurt a fly. It's kind of the read you get on her. Shipley, on the other hand, is disheveled. His hair is a mess. He has like a 10 o'clock shadow. It's like a 5 o'clock shadow, only
Twice as long?
Worse. Yeah. His clothes are not tattered, but they're mussed. And he has a smell of not having bathed perhaps in a couple of days, which isn't out of the ordinary in this time frame, but it's noticeable.
Matt, would you like a definition?
Yes, I would love a definition.
Artist
A
loft.
garret is a top floor or attic room, especially a small dismal one, traditionally inhabited by an artist.
Nice.
There you go.
Yep.
Can I get everybody to roll psychology?
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah. I rolled a 14, and my psychology's a 10.
Yeah, I rolled a 68 over 10.
I don't want to spend any luck.
Ooh, I am going to spend 4 points of luck to take mine down to 10.
Fantastic.
I have a standard success.
Excellent. The two of you, I'm sorry, only two of you succeeded, right?
Mm-hmm.
The two of you succeeded. Actually, everybody notices that Miles's body is trembling, and his voice screeches a little bit. It is clear that something is wrong. The two people that got psychology know that it is obvious that he has had a mental break and is still living in that in kind of that mindset. He hasn't snapped out of it.
So, trapped in the hallucination, if that's what it is.
Yeah. Meanwhile, everybody in the house can give me an intelligence roll.
Made it. Standard success.
Yeah,
Not
standard success.
Okay.
Hard success.
Okay. Three of you succeed. The house has everybody knows that the house has an aroma, even you, Mr. Blackwood. The three of you that succeed know that the aroma is similar to that of the reptile house at the zoo.
Oh,
Okay.
yuck.
The garret is a bare room with sloping ceilings, dangling kerosene lamps light it. Beneath the skylight, which is painted black, is an easel. The canvas on it bears a few pencil sketches towards a new work. A table to the left holds brushes, paints, and palettes. The door leading downstairs... I'm sorry?
Nothing was said.
Oh, okay. Against the wall leans finished paintings. What you're noticing, though, as you sweep your eyes across the paintings, is that they're difficult to look at. And Jewell, you especially feel a little queasy.
Okay. Thank you for inviting us into your home, Mr. Shipley.
Yes, would you like to see any of my paintings?
I mean, the ones that
Oh,
I've
sure.
already seen are lovely. What the article that we read about you, you said that you saw the otherworldly.
Yes. Oh, you must see one of my favorite paintings. This one, and he kind of pulls up a couple of them and pulls one out and turns it around. He says, "This one is called The Wind Flows Over the Mountain in Black." And what you see is a large mountain, a very dark mountain, over which rises a monstrous form. Is anyone not looking at the picture?
I'm looking at it, but I am squinting because I'm hesitant since I already feel nauseated. I'm hesitant to take in a whole lot more, but I would not wish to be too rude
I'm looking at it.
to the crazy
I'm
man.
taking it all in.
Yeah, I didn't.
What-
Yeah.
Okay. Jewell, can Roxy, you think a luck roll to see if you take in the look? What do you think?
Yeah, I can do a look roll.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. That is a failure on the luck roll. That's a 92 over 68.
Whew, okay. So yeah, you're squinting, but as
But it's
soon
still
as
there.
you see the painting, you kind of open your eyes just a little bit out of startlement,
Yeah.
and then it kind of all hits you. So above the mountain is a monstrous form of a almost like a tentacled creature with a large tentacle for a head looms over the mountain. Near is a temple-like building, and you can see tiny human figures lifting their hands imploringly towards the creature above the mountain. Each figure wears a headpiece that you have seen before.
All right.
Specifically inside, oh geez, I can't remember the name of the place.
Juju House?
The Juju House. Yeah. I need everybody to give me a sanity roll.
Oh, dice, don't fail me now.
Yes.
Ooh, I rolled a 4.
Oh, good.
I failed.
I did too.
If you failed, you lose a D3. If you succeeded, you lose nothing, but you are unsettled.
Okay.
Most importantly, the things that about this that are unsettling are the malevolent colors that are used and the size, because it's not small. This is a canvas that he is holding that's probably, we're looking at the size of half of a wall, and he has painted with detail what's going on here. Has anybody besides Hardgrove been to Africa south of Egypt or south of the Sahara?
Not I.
Okay, Hardgrove, can you roll an intelligence roll?
Okay. Ooh, I rolled a 5.
Okay. You know that this is Africa. You're pretty sure that mountain looks familiar from some things from Kenya. You couldn't place your finger on exactly what mountain, but you're pretty sure it's in Kenya.
Like with a 5, I can tell you exactly how to get there, which way to turn.
You just have to do a little bit of research and compare it with what you're seeing, but also it also could be that the vision that you're seeing in this painting is also skewing your ability to remember exactly what the name of the mountain is.
Okay, mountain in Kenya.
Mr. Shipley, that is such a startlingly beautiful piece of art. I don't know that I can even bear to look at it for too long. It almost it seems to be having a physical effect on me. I do have a question for you. Do you know? So you said the wind blows over the mountain in black, is what you called it?
Yes.
So
That's.
Is that the wind?
The woman kind of puts her hand lightly on your shoulder in a very comforting way, and she says, "These paintings are quite powerful. My son is very talented. For a small nominal fee, this could go home with you. It would help us out quite a bit. I'm far too old to really be useful in the workforce any longer, and Miles is such a gifted artist. I couldn't dare pull him away from this. Would you be interested in buying it?" Roxy, give me a psychology check.
Okay, crap.
Everybody can give me a psychology check, but Roxy,
that's a 79 over 10.
Okay.
I got none.
I got it.
Oh, nice.
I actually got it.
The woman is manipulating her, and I mean not
subtly either.
Yeah, it goes beyond just the words she's saying. There's something coming out of her that makes all three of you want to buy the painting. But Roxy, as much as you don't want to buy the painting, part of you is like,
I could buy
it would help this poor old lady.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna kind of intervene.
Interject?
I'm gonna interject. I'm like, Miss Shipley, we would absolutely love to buy this painting, but we came in a cab. We have no way to transport it. Can I leave you a deposit on this painting and a address where we're staying, and then we can arrange for shipment?
If you give me an address, I have a friend that lives next door, and they would be happy to deliver it for us.
I'm gonna look at everybody and be like, well, that didn't work. I was trying to con the con.
You didn't.
Hey, Jimmy.
Who's Jimmy?
Who's Jimmy?
Or what is that?
Miles.
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 Jimmy.
Miles. Look at me a second, Miles. Can you,
Yes.
sorry.
Yes.
can you describe your mother for me?
She's my mother is a wonderful old lady. She's right here.
Look at me and describe what she looks like.
I'm sorry. Can you roll a persuasion, Bobby? Do you have persuade?
Mm-hmm. I do indeed, and that is a hard success.
Awesome. He looks at you. He's very confused. He says, she's a little old lady, a little bit shorter than I am, gray hair, kind of in a bob. Usually she has a nice Afghan on over top of her Sunday clothes, and he's describing her to a T. She makes great tea. Would you like some tea?
I have an allergy.
Yeah, I've had traveling and have an upset stomach.
I appreciate it.
Mr. Shipley, even though my associate, Mr. Lockhart, seems very interested in this painting, have you ever painted something called a Chthonian?
Everybody give me a psychology roll.
Oh my gosh.
Lordy, lordy.
I'm not passing that one.
Yeah.
33
Hey, I made it this
over
time.
Is that not what
Oh.
you rolled?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
I was like,
rolled a
dude, come on.
46. No, if I rolled a 5, I'd been like, woohoo!
So David got it, though.
Yeah, David got it.
For the first
So
time.
David is the only one that got it.
Yeah.
Bertha twitches ever so slightly. She has heard that word before. She is aware of what it is. Meanwhile, Miles says, "What? How do you even spell something like that?"
Well,
Looks
my
like
associate was giving you the scientific name. This would have looked like a giant worm.
Maybe in the
I
desert.
can't say. Oh, I take that back. Yeah, yes, I once saw those. Hold on. And Bertha says, "You know what, son? I think the ones that you're looking for are in the painting in the closet." And she walks over to a closet,
Oh, it's going
pulls out
down.
a key, unlocks a padlock on the closet, and opens it.
I'm going
She
to put
says-
my...
I don't look
And
at
Miles
this
says, "Yes, there is a painting. It's very important in there. Maybe that would be the one to look at."
This is going south.
nope.
Bertha walks into the closet, lifts up an easel. It's a much smaller painting, and we're talking like a normal sized painting. It's covered in a sheet. She stands behind it, or sets it down, stands behind it, and pulls the sheet off.
No.
I need
No.
everyone to roll. Let's go with luck.
Oh, 21 I passed.
84 over 68.
21 over 74.
If you
Nice.
failed,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I need you to. We're gonna roll your power, and it's going to be resisted by my power, or I'm
Ooh.
sorry, the power of the painting.
Oh. Well,
I got a 13 under 45.
So is that a hard?
That is a hard success.
Okay.
failed.
Oh.
Okay.
52
So is
on
it just the two?
52 on 50.
Okay. Bobby, you are racked with a headache suddenly. All of the rest of the three of you need to make a sanity check as Bobby disappears.
Oh, goodness.
He
I failed my sanity check.
Yes.
I failed my
Good.
sanity check too.
If you failed, you're going to lose a D8. Bobby, you also need to make a sanity check as you find yourself standing
Oh,
in a swamp
I actually
on a
make it.
on a small island in the center, the center of which holds a stone altar. This is exactly what is in the painting that the rest of you see. So, Bobby, you made it.
Mm-hmm.
You only lose 4. That's a set 4. The small island is so the three of you not in the swamp, you see on the in the painting, it's a swampy area infested with serpents. There's a small island in the center that holds a stone altar. The painting is adequately lighted, so the images quickly appear to become three-dimensional. It seems as though the serpents are wiggling and the altar glows. That's when you notice that Bobby is gone, and also in the painting next to the altar. Bobby, you're standing on a small island next to the altar.
Wonderful.
The three of you in the room see the woman in front of you shed her skin.
Oh,
like,
for God's sake.
Like when you have a water balloon in like the slow motion and you pop it and you just see it just whoosh, and there's just water standing there in a weird shape, and then it shapes itself into water instead of in the balloon. That's what happens, except it is a serpent person standing in front of you.
Like a naga?
Yes, very much kind of like a naga. It's more like a snake with arms and legs is really what it comes down to.
That's kind of nice.
It stands size about 5.5 feet tall, but it has a tail that hits the floor and is another 3 or 4 feet long. I need a sanity check from the three of you in the room again.
Hey, I got that one.
Passed.
Passed.
Got a hard success.
I got a hard success.
I got a hard
on that
success on mine too.
Fantastic.
I got an extreme. I got 42 for my sanity and I rolled a 12, so I think that's just an extreme.
Actually, I got an extreme success too, because I rolled 5, and currently my sanity is sitting at 26.
Excellent. Hold on just a second. I've got to look up the stat block for this because it doesn't give me my sanity loss in the book.
And here I thought this was the
I'm pretty
safer
sure
option.
you're going to lose nothing, but I want to be positive on that before we get too deep in this. Because if this could make somebody go insane, there's been a lot of sanity loss all at once.
Yeah, I've lost 9 points so far.
I would like to point out that it was not the boys that caused this one. This was Miss Rumtree's words that brought this about.
I didn't deny it.
Had to know about the sandworms.
What other information are we going to get from this gentleman?
I was going to go there. And obviously I went there.
Yeah, you went there.
I mean, I figured we wanted to try to get something. But she's not showing us sandworms. She's showing us
snakes.
She's showing us serpents of Yig or whatever. That's Roxanne.
So I would like to make the following statements. Number 1, Call of Cthulhu is a terrible, 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 rough game.
Yes.
It will instantly kill a character. Number 2, this, sorry guys, is a side quest and has nothing to do with the main story.
Oh.
Well,
Number 3, I'm not going to let Bobby just die right away.
Aww.
Because according to the book, Bobby is now out of play and is dead.
If he'd have been putting money on it, don't be slapping your chest on TV.
You like me now?
Yeah, you lose 0. You'll lose 0 sanity if you've succeeded. So the three of you see this woman turn into a snake. Out of her little knitting basket comes a knitting needle sharpened to a very, very fine point.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
And then you see her jaw distend as she hisses.
Of course it does.
From the back of her throat. It's more of like a but like as a snake.
There's a movie that has something like this in it. I can't think of the name of it right now.
Okay, so dexterity. Oh, Jesus.
She's a snake. She's probably super dexy.
Yeah, but she's a snake with arms and legs. You know, that kind of gets in the way.
Not anymore, does she? Oh, yeah, she did have arms because she grabbed the knitting needle.
The creature in front of you spins its turn, popping its bones into place, which is very unsettling.
Ugh.
Are you going to make us roll another sanity roll?
No. That sanity roll is going to cover this too. But it's just very unsettling to watch this form reimagine itself. So we'll start at the top of the round, which would be Lockhart. Bobby,
Okay.
you're kind of stuck out of play for just a minute.
Oh, it's all good.
Lockhart,
No, I'm in for it.
Enjoy the swamp.
Lockhart, what are you doing?
Pulling my gun.
You gonna fire?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at it.
Go for it.
Destroy the altar, Bobby.
Absolutely, same here.
No, go ahead and fire. So
You
we
can
were
hear me, Bobby?
contacted on the podcast about how rules actually work. So we're just gonna go ahead and fire because that's what we do.
A normal success for me.
Okay. You can't dodge bullets in 7th edition, which is a rule I didn't realize. So go ahead and hit it.
Okay, I'm refamiliarizing myself with the damage. 1d10 plus 2. 7.
7. Okay. Ooh. That is a good hit. What now?
Does the level of success on your firearms roll have any effect on how much damage you do?
If you get a critical, yes. Then you'll
Okay.
double your damage. If not, then no.
What constitutes a critical?
A 1.
I rolled a 10, so I'm sure.
Okay. So Rumtree, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna pull my gun and fire as well.
Go right ahead.
And this is a 1d10 plus 2. All right.
That is... I'm gonna push my luck. That's a 21 over 20. Or I'm not gonna push my luck. I'm gonna use luck. Oh, I can't in combat, can I? So it's a 21
You
over...
cannot in combat.
That's a 21 over
A
20.
21
so I
over
miss.
20.
Yeah, so I missed.
I rolled
That's-
8 damage, Matt.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't your turn
So-
yet, Dalphus.
No, he was pre-rolling. He wants this thing dead.
Oh, I thought you told me to
As
go
you-
ahead and shoot.
No, it was me.
No, we that's fine. You're doing fine because you're next. So Hardgrove
Okay.
fires, shoots, hits it. As you hit it, it drops, and the needle drops, but it's like its arms and legs kind of slough off, and then it reacts by biting at you. I need the 3 of you to roll luck and tell me whoever gets the highest.
I got 34.
I got 65.
I got 35.
All right, Aaron. It lunges and bites at you. It does hit. You can roll dodge if you would like.
Passed. That was a hard success.
Oh, excellent. So as it lunges at you, you dodge out of the way just in time, and it is actually your turn.
You're going to shoot again.
Go for it.
Stupid snake. That is a 4. So that.
Oh, yeah, you definitely hit it.
Yep. And I did 2 points of damage. Oh, 12.
Oh.
Sorry,
12.
12. I
12.
rolled the 10. Sorry.
There's a difference, yeah. Well, with 12 points of damage, it's dead.
Yay.
Meanwhile, Miles has a paintbrush in his hand backwards, and you got a 36 Dalphus on that luck, and Rumtree, you got a 35.
I got 34, which is
34.
an
And I had a 35.
which is a hard success.
Okay, no, that's okay. Hardgrove had the next highest,
Oh, okay, I
so he stabs at you, Mr. Hardgrove, Professor Hardgrove.
If you will.
Oh, he successfully stabs at you? That's awesome. Would you like to dodge?
I certainly would.
Well, you may certainly try.
I rolled a 1.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So you move out of the way. He kind of stumbles and then sees that his mother's skin is on the ground and sees the snake and kind of slumps into a pile. He's alive. He's just sobbing. Bobby, we're going to slide over to you.
Bobby. Bobby, if you can hear us, destroy that altar.
Can't hear you.
Bobby, you see serpent people all around you. I need you to roll sanity again.
Make friends.
Throw money at him, Bobby.
I do not pass that one. I'm not passing these. Just letting you know.
Roll a d6.
Oh, 1.
Okay, you'll lose 1.
Yay. That's always
You
fun.
hear a hissing what can only be some sort of language as they're hissing back and forth. It's almost an enchanting language. Can you roll luck for me?
I can try.
The most unluckiest debutante in the
Yes,
world.
I am not lucky at all.
Excellent. You know this language.
Oh.
You've heard it chanted before.
Mm-hmm.
This is the language you heard when you performed those rituals.
Okay.
They are coming towards you and seem very threatening, and you're right next to an altar. Do you want to try and defend yourself?
Seeing as I went through the painting with our shotguns, or at least my shotgun. Did you take your shotgun back from me?
My shotgun was still in. I put it back in the case, so wherever the case is. Did you leave it in the cab? Is the cab
No,
waiting
the
for
cab
us?
was gone.
Yeah, we're not going to leave our guns behind in the cab.
Well, I didn't think.
Yeah.
So. Well, I mean, I didn't know if we told it to wait for us. I didn't know how long we were supposed to be here.
Forgot about that.
I'm gonna start off
Yeah, I don't know.
by
He doesn't have my gun. My case is somewhere.
Well, it's either in the bag that he has. That
Okay.
disappeared
Well,
with
yeah.
it.
If he's still
or-
carrying it, then yeah, he's
Okay.
got it.
Okay.
See, this is why
Okay.
we tell you to carry your own gun.
I did carry my own gun.
So,
So-
Bobby, what are you doing?
I will and it's like I'm outnumbered, like without a doubt, outnumbered, correct?
Sure.
Yes. Roll a d8 for me.
Three.
So there are 8 serpentmen coming towards you.
Crap.
I am going to cast a spell, I think, at this point.
Fantastic.
In specific,
That
I'm going to cast Eben's Wheel of Mist.
Okay. We were going to get to that, but that's okay. We'll
Yeah.
let this happen because you're in a magic realm anyway. Technically, you need some stuff for that, but we're going to let you have it. Yeah, as you lay down the disc that you didn't have but now do because magic, and cast it, a wall of mist kind of erupts, or a bunch of mist kind of erupts from you. You can see everyone in the mist perfectly as though there were no mist. You're also aware of the mist, but it doesn't impede your vision. They cannot see you at all. You hear one of them change into, or say something to you, and you understand it. It's not in English, though. It's in whatever snake talk this is. Not parcel tongue. Don't say parcel tongue. Now, you say
I
parcel
wasn't gonna say
Yeah.
it.
It's not like we're in London.
He says, the voice says, "That won't help you here, brother. It's time to join us. Feel your scales again."
Oh crap.
Can you give me a power roll?
Yeah. Let's go for power. Let's go for broke.
Dun, dun, dun.
I failed.
What the heck, John?
When he says that,
Somebody give that man some new dice.
Dice
your
jail, big
skin-
time.
This
No,
is
this
Call
is-
of Cthulhu. I'm
no,
cool.
this is what he's been waiting for. He's been saying for weeks that he was gonna go insane first, and Bobby was gonna leave the show.
I rolled. It was an 80 over a 50.
you feel your skin begin to itch, like from like a really bad sunburn, but afterwards when it's peeling. But it's more intense than that as you feel, and you move to, like, without meaning to touch some of it, and you pull the skin away as you feel the scales underneath your skin start to exert themselves. And then you hear a shot, the sound of a gun, and you find yourself with your shoes wet and like the bottom cuff of your pants wet because you were standing in water, back in the garret. And the arm where you're feeling it, right about here,
Uh-huh.
is just there's a strip of skin missing and there are scales. The rest of your arm looks fine.
Yeah.
Everybody, Bobby appears seemingly kind of out of it for himself. He's chanting something quietly and rubbing his arm, and you can see where there's no more skin there, and it looks like almost a green, scaly substance is on his arm. But he is now back in the room. And this is almost immediately after Miles drops to the ground, sobbing.
Anybody have some lotion?
Do we need to roll sanity checks for that?
No.
Okay.
No, the disappearing and reappearing, that's all under one sanity.
I'm going to rush over to Bobby, grab him by the shoulders, and give him a little shake.
Bobby, you feel a very strong urge to destroy that painting.
I'm going to destroy that painting.
How so? You're going to pick it up and smash it? You're going to pull out your shotgun and put a hole through it?
I'm smashing it on the wall.
Sure. So as you pick it up and move to smash it, Miles screams. It's almost animal-like as he's kind of running and crawling towards you. The painting hits the wall and kind of splinters and shatters into pieces. The canvas, which shouldn't rip that easy, shreds. And he gets there just in time to grab as much of it he can off the ground into his arms and cradle it like a baby, and begins to wail in a very unearthly manner.
What?
That's unexpected.
Now, keep in mind that all of this just happened in the span of maybe 30 seconds. Bobby, you've experienced maybe a minute or two because your time in the magic area was a little bit longer, but this is not a very long period of time that has just passed. So go ahead.
I would like to. Jewell is Jewell be shooketh. She would like to. Does she see the knitting needle still on the ground that's sharpened?
Yes.
She would pick it up and leave the room.
Okay, where are you headed?
I'm just gonna go downstairs.
To the second
I'm just
floor?
getting I'm just getting out of the room.
Okay.
Whatever that means. I don't want to be in there with that man, and I'm afraid that I will hurt him if I stay in there.
So, like, you're going down to the second floor landing? That led
yeah,
up to the
I'm
garret?
just walking out of the room where all of this took place.
Okay.
I am going to grab Miles, if I can, and try and put him in the closet so he's at least secured away from us.
There is a padlock on the
when
door.
you go to touch him, he actively attacks you.
Okay.
Do you want to try and still grab him?
Yeah, I'm going to try brawl. I'll try and fight him.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and roll your brawl.
John reacted visually to that. So
Yeah, I rolled a... that would be 100, right?
That would be 100.
Yeah, I rolled 100.
Oh, good. Well, then I'll go ahead and roll his damage. I didn't think I was going to get to roll his damage. But then, you crit. Fail.
Yeah, horrible failure.
You're going to take 7 damage.
Ow!
He hits you good. Kind of square in the jaw. If that is more than half of your hit points, and I'm guessing it is.
It is.
You are going to mark the major wound box. That's important because if you take...
Yep.
So major wounds heal slower. If you take more than half of your damage or you fall unconscious from damage, you're dying. If you have that major wound box marked.
Well,
this is all kind of covered in the bottom of the character sheet, I think on the back.
on the back, second sheet.
No,
yes.
I got it.
Okay.
Well, if nothing else, guys, we've learned a lot about how we're going to die in this game.
By an insane
it
artist that
happens.
just slobbered knocked the heck out of me.
Yeah, oh yeah. And it's clear that he is strong. I mean, he's got some weight behind that hit for him to hit you like that.
Yeah, I'm crumpled to the ground,
Do
shaking my head, trying to be like,
If,
what
if
the...
Jewell hears that, she comes back upstairs.
Well, let's give Hardgrove, who's in the room, a chance to react.
Okay.
See what he does.
I'm shooting her again.
Shooting her or Miles?
No, the serpent monster.
No,
It's dead.
it's dead. Miles is the one that just knocked
I'm
the
sorry. I
crud
didn't
out
hear
of
that
me.
it died. Okay.
Yeah, no,
I
it
mean, you
died.
can shoot it again even if it's dead. I just want to make
Lockhart killed
nice.
it, yeah.
No, then I would help to try to restrain Crazy Boy.
Okay, you can try and grapple him.
He's gonna attack
All
you.
right. I'll what is the situation they're in? Like, is it just a brawl? Are they tangled up? Or
Aaron went to grab him. Before he could, Miles slugged him hard, and Aaron kind of crumpled to the ground. Not crumpled, kind of fell back to the ground a little bit. And before he could react any farther than that, that's where you're at.
Okay. Can I just try to like hit him with the butt of my gun?
Sure. We'll still put that in a brawl, but go ahead.
All right. I got a normal success.
Okay. Let's have you roll. Do you have a damage bonus?
For like brawling?
For anything. It should be top right underneath.
Oh, no. Damage bonus, none.
Okay, so you'll roll a d4.
Okay. Ooh, I need to find a d4.
It's the pointing ones.
Was not prepared to use one of those. Well, here's a D8. I can do that.
It's a D4, David.
Yeah, well, I can't find a d4, but a d8 works.
Yeah, you can just divide that in half. That works.
3.
Okay, so you hit him with the butt of your gun. He just turns around at you and does not seem phased at all, and
Lord.
stands. So Jewell, Bobby, you have. We're gonna go. I'm sorry. We're gonna get into the round and go by order. But Bobby, you are next. What are you doing?
I look at him, raise my arm to show it to him, and say, "Do not strike my allies."
Roll persuade or fast talk, whichever's better.
I think persuade is actually better for me. Yeah. That will be a success.
He drops to his knees, drops the shard of wood that he had in his hand that he was going to clearly stab somebody with, and kind of bows in a very reverent way to you.
I'm gonna groan from the floor and be like, get him in the closet.
Jewell, you've heard the hit, the fall. You come in the room, and there is Miles kneeling on the ground in almost like a bow to Bobby.
I don't know.
It's not confusing at all.
I don't know what the hell is going on here, but Mr. Blackwood, if you have some sort of control over this man, get him in the closet and let's get the hell out of here. Or you will go in the closet as well. That's about where I am with you right now.
Miss Rumtree, why don't you take a look downstairs and make sure there's no one else in the house? Keep an eye on the door or something.
Oh, I can go alone this time, Professor?
I never had a problem with it. I know you can take care of yourself.
I grab my case and I leave.
Hopefully, not gone, because that's what happened last time.
I'm not gonna leave. No, But if Snake Boy wants to help, he can put that man in the closet.
Snake Boy.
Please get in the closet and take the painting with you.
Miles gathers up as much of the painting as he can in his arms and walks into the closet.
I close
and
it.
And kind of turns around and sits down cross-legged.
I close it and I turn the padlock.